Hey y'all, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. I'm Roger and we're happy to have y'all here with us today. If y'all have never had this 15 bean soup, next time you're at Walmart or Kroger or whichever store you use, look in the aisle where the beans are, find you a bag of this and pick them up because you will be so happy you did. So today we're going to be cooking a pot of 15 bean soup. Now, with that pack of beans, you get this little seasoning packet, and on it says Ham Beans brand. So that's a flavor seasoning that you can put in your beans. You don't have to use it, but you can, and we usually do. We'll also be adding some pieces of ham to this bean soup, and we're also going to have chicken and dressing and southern fried squash. So this is going to be a super good meal for today. So our beans have been cooking here for about now maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and of course we salted and peppered and we put that flavor seasoning packet in there. So now just going to show y'all, I'm not going to put that big piece of ham in there, but just wanted you to see we're cutting up some pieces of ham. We're just going to dump them in there, and that'll give us some more ham flavor. This is some really good ham, and we're leaving the fat on it, but that's going to flavor those beans up nicely, and we're just going to let that cook in there with that. So y'all, we've got our beans have been cooking for several hours and they're ready. We've got that chicken and dressing is in the oven and it's getting close to being ready. We're going to put us some cornbread in the oven here just as soon as the skillet heats up. So we're ready to start frying some squash. Now there's a couple of different ways you can fry squash. One way is what I don't really know what we call this, but we just kind of cut it up, put some flour in with it, and just kind of mix around in the pan. Now, that's one way you can do it. But the southern way to do it, and the way that my mama always did it, was we cut them into slices like this, and we use cornmeal on them. So that's what we got here. So I'm just going to start putting these in here. And we just put them in there until we get the pan filled up. And now this does take a little longer because you have to cook a few and then take them out and cook a few more and take them out and cook a few more. So it's not a real quick way to cook it, but this is, if you ask me, the best way to cook it. All right, so now we're just going to leave those in there. And we're going to let those brown on that side, and then we'll be flipping them over to the other side. So we got one side browned and we flipped them over, and as you can see, they are just beautiful. And so I've got us a plate over here with a couple of napkins on it, and as soon as these brown on the other side, we'll take them up, and then we'll put a little more oil in the pan, and y'all will be proud of me. I'm using avocado oil to do this with. So once we get these done, we'll do some more and get them all completely done. I'll get it out in a minute, and then hopefully we'll be about ready to chow down on something. So we got our full pan of squash has been fried, and man, it looks and smells delicious. Can't wait to get me some of that. The beans are done, the dressing's done. Cornbread should be coming out of the oven in just a few minutes, and then we'll get us a plate together. So y'all, here is today's Southern Tennessee supper. We got chicken and dressing. We got our fried squash. We got that 15 bean soup, and we got us a piece of cornbread. Now, if it was summertime and we had tomatoes out of the garden, that'd be a good place to put a big old slice of tomato, but gonna be a while before we have those, so can't wait to get our garden planted and get some tomatoes growing, and we'll be able to have them come about mid summertime. Y'all, it's gonna take a minute to try all of this, but the first thing that I'm gonna try is some of these beans, and I put me some cornbread in there with them and let that cornbread soak up some juice. So we're gonna give that a try first. If y'all never had that 15 bean soup, you need to get you a bag of them. You do them just like you do the pintos or the white beans. Cook them by the directions on the bag. It's not hard to do. All right, let's give this squash a try now. That was the two things I was most interested in. That fried squash is so tender. It's not as good as what we get out of the garden when we got the gardens in, but it's pretty darn good. All right. And last thing, let's give this chicken and dressing a try. Everything's spot on. Everything tastes really good. All of these recipes, except for the squash and the beans, we've got the cornbread recipe is in on the channel. The dressing, chicken and dressing recipe is on the channel. I showed you how to fry the squash and how simple it was to cook the beans. So no reason that you can't make this for yourself. So y'all, make it for your family, share it with your friends. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will be back here in a day or two with a new recipe for you.